88 87 میں جب مظاہرے کرتے تھے، جلسے کرتے تھے، تو اس وقت وہاں پر جو ہو رہا تھا ویلی میں وہ آج سے بھی زیادہ بھیانک تھا. اور 1990 کے بعد وہاں جو بچے پیدا ہوئے وہ ہم یہاں سے جو سنتے ہیں، جو کبھی کبھی ٹی وی پہ دیکھتے ہیں، وہ لائیو دیکھتے تھے اور وہ ان پہ گزرتی تھی، اور وہی کچھ دیکھ کے وہ بڑے ہوئے ہیں، جوان ہوئے ہیں. تو جو 90s میں اسٹرگل تھی اس میں بندوق تھی، جذبات تھے، لیکن یہ نسل جو پیدا ہوئی انہوں نے پھر اپنے اظہار کے مختلف طریقے سیکھے جو کسی بھی دنیا میں کسی بھی تحریک کو عوامی اور لوگوں کی تحریک بناتے ہیں اور باقی دنیا کی تحریکوں کے ساتھ جوڑتے ہیں. تو اس حوالے سے وادی میں 90 کے بعد پیدا ہونے والی جو جنریشن ہے وہ آج دنیا کے مختلف خطوں میں جا کر خود اپنی بات کر رہے ہیں، اور میرے خیال میں یہ جو ایک نیا فیکٹر ہے اس کی وجہ سے امید ہے کہ دنیا ہماری بات ایک مختلف تناظر میں اب سنے گی بھی، اور انشاءاللہ اس تحریک کو حمایت بھی ملے گی. تو آج ہمارے درمیان ایک ایسا ہی کشمیری نوجوان موجود ہے جو 1990 میں پیدا ہوا تھا اور یہی کچھ دیکھ کے وہ بڑا ہوا. 16 سال کی عمر میں اس نے احتجاج کا جو طریقہ استعمال کیا، اختیار کیا، وہ تھا موسیقی، اور وہ بھی انگلش میں، اور جو پاپولر ایک اس کا انداز ہے ریپ، وہ اس میں اپنا احتجاج ریکارڈ کروایا. اور جو اس کا گیت اس نے بنایا تھا آئی پروٹیسٹ، اس نے مختلف دنیا کے میڈیا کو اٹریکٹ کیا، اور بی بی سی اور جو پریس ٹرسٹ آف انڈیا اور باقی جو دنیا کی ایجنسیاں ہیں انہوں نے اس آواز کو کروڑوں لوگوں تک پہنچایا. تو آج ہمارے درمیان موجود ہے روشن الہی. روشن الہی اس کا نام ہے، اور وہ اپنے میوزک کے ذریعے آزادی کی روشنی پھیلا رہا ہے، اور اس کا جو میوزک کا نام ہے وہ ہے MC کاش. اس کے نام سے وہ اس کی یوٹیوب پہ بے شمار سانگز موجود ہیں، آپ اگر چاہیں تو یوٹیوب پہ بھی سن سکتے ہیں. وہ پہلے تھوڑی سی اپنے تجربات کے حوالے سے بات کریں گے اور اس کے بعد اپنے کچھ گیت پیش کریں گے. سو آئی انوائٹ MC کاش.
Thank you very much for having me here. Rebels in an alley, resistance in the air. We are down for the cause, we done murdered all our fears. No more pain, we are game. It's liberty or it's death. The wretched of this earth will soon be standing like the rest. Let it sing from every corner, there's honor in defiance. My people organizing, got my rebels in alliance. The poet and the scholar, guerrilla and the farmer, contributing to the cause like the essence of a martyr. Fighting and resisting till a day will come to pass, when the last will be first and the first will be last. We are cursed for oppression, a hearse for the tyrant. The voice of resistance will never stay silent. We are stronger than before, got the jaw at our feet. Motivated till the end, ain't no stopping or retreat. There will never be submission, so there'll never be defeat. We will rise. We will rise in the streets like a rebel republic. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for having me here. My name is Roshan. I was born in 1990. I'm a child of conflict, a child of war. You know, that's how they categorize us, but that's how they see us. So nothing has changed, to be really honest, for the last 26 years. This is my first time overseas, so I have lived the last 26 years of my life in Kashmir. I have grown up there, I was brought up there, and like I said, nothing has changed. When I was growing up, there used to be crackdowns, there were millions of guns. I mean, I have seen more Indians with guns than I have seen normal Indians. You know, that's my reality. I have grown up infatuated with AK-47s, as is the truth of every Kashmiri out there born in my generation. Because all we had to see, all we got to see were guns. AK-47s over AK-47s over AK-47s. It didn't matter where they came from, you know. Guns were guns, and the main purpose of guns, it's not to protect. The guns, they were not made to protect or anything, they were made to kill. And I grew up around them, and I grew up loving AK-47s. That is my reality. I grew up looking at Indian military forces coming into our homes, ransacking everything, treating us like shit, treating us like as if we were not human beings, as if we were animals. Nothing has changed, it's still the same. Today, right now, they kill us as if we are animals. They shoot at us with guns that are made to shoot at animals. I think nobody should be shot at anyways, but still. At kids, 5-year-olds, 11-year-olds, they shoot at them with guns, with bullets, with pellets. They blind us, they maim us, they torture us, they kill us. Nothing has changed. 26 years of my life, this is all I have seen. Nothing has changed. As a product of the 90s, as a product of what was happening all around me, there was censorship everywhere. It started from my house itself. My parents, they never wanted me to talk about Kashmir. They never wanted me to question anything. If I asked why there were so many guns around me, they used to tell me that I should not question it. Because, you know, if you question anything in Kashmir, then the army, the Indian state, it will come and it will kill you or probably jail you forever. So it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter whether you're an artist or a human rights activist or whoever. They will jail you or they will kill you. They did it with Jalil and Rabi back in the 90s. They did it with Khurram Parvez right now. I mean, this is the reality of Kashmir Valley. We need help because we are weak. We don't have an army. We don't have like thousands of guns or anything. We are people who are very humble and very honest to themselves and to the world. We just want to be free, and to get that freedom, we need your help. We need everybody's help. We can't do this on our own. It's impossible. We're up against a military state which is so brutal and so powerful that if we try to come out in the streets and if we try to say Azadi, they shoot us down. I mean, and nobody cares. Nobody anywhere around the world. I went to Sweden, for example. I talked to people and I said, I'm from Kashmir, and they were like, what is that? You know, what is Kashmir? Nobody knows, nobody cares. It's up to us, it's our responsibility, you know. It's our responsibility to take our cause forward. We can only do that if we are united, if we talk about an independent, united Kashmir. A Kashmir which is free of anybody's rule. A Kashmir which is not enslaved anymore. I mean, how long are the people back home going to be slaves? How long are other people going to rule us? How long are our resources going to be used by other people? How long are we going to be so marginalized? There is no development. There are villages in Kashmir, both sides, where there is no electricity, where there is no even health care. We might be here in England, but there are people back home who need us, who need our voices, who need to hear us, you know, who need us to reach out to more and more people. I try to do it through hip-hop. I probably got lucky, you know what I'm saying, you know. Because kids my age, they don't have hip-hop. They have stones. And soon enough, I can promise you this, they will pick up the gun. Because we have no political space back home. I mean, kids my generation, they grew up looking at the same things as I did. They felt the same anger. And what did they do? What do they do right now? They pick up stones. Soon enough, the anger right now is so evident. They will say the stones don't matter anymore, the stones don't hurt them. Stones can never hurt them. Let's pick up the gun. Do we want our children to pick up more guns now? I don't want my children to pick up guns. I don't want anybody's children to pick up guns anymore. I don't want any more bloodshed. I've seen too much of death. So what I really like to say is that we Kashmiris, we need you. You people, free Kashmiris who have been able to probably just run away from Kashmir. We have been able to run away from Kashmir. We've been able to come here. We can talk, we are free to speak. Because we know back home we can't speak. We can't. We are here. We can do so many things. I know you guys are already doing them, and this is brilliant. This is like, I did not know this was happening, and I'm so grateful that you are here and talking about Kashmir. This is important. But we need to do more, we need to be united enough. There are so many divisions already, but we need to shun those divisions. And through that unitedness, we need to reach out to the world so that Kashmiris back home, doesn't matter which side, the fractured Kashmir. Isn't that what they call us? We're fractured. We are divided. They made a line and they divided us. They separated families, brothers, mothers from sons. We need to be united so that we can raise a voice against the way we have been treated for so many years now. How many years this has been? Like 500 years? More than 500 years. It's about time. It's about time. Well, my experiences are of Kashmir. I have always written about stuff that I have seen. I was 20 years old when I wrote my first protest song, which became viral and all that. It was called I Protest. I did not write it because because I wanted to write it or something. People were getting killed in 2010. My friend, he was 15 years old. He was shot in the streets. He was carrying books in his hands. He was shot dead. He wasn't shot dead actually, He was shot in the thigh. Being a 15-year-old, he fell on the streets. Then they ran a gypsy right over him, a gypsy, an armored vehicle. They ran it over him, and then they stepped down from that gypsy, and then they stomped on him until he died. I mean, can you understand the kind of sickness it is in the minds of the people who have guns? Isn't the guns that gives them the power? Isn't the guns that makes them control us? Isn't it through the guns that they control us? So, the death of my friend, I don't know, I don't want to say inspired, but it inspired me to talk about my reality. And for the past 6 or 7 years, regardless of the place I came from or the difficulties I faced, I have been able to persist. And I'm standing here right in front of you, narrating stories of Kashmir, narrating my feelings, and I'm lucky, but I'm just one of millions. I don't matter, millions matter. And they're back home, they're being gassed. People are dying of heart attacks. There are 13, 11-year-old girls who are dying of heart attacks. The fear, the terror, it's real. And I don't know, we need to get together and we need to go out in the streets maybe, I don't know. Because there's anger, I have this anger, I don't know, no matter how much I talk, no matter how much I rap, the anger is still there. Because the killings, the blood spilled in my streets, in our streets, it's real. It's the blood spilled of young kids. Boys, girls, women, men, it doesn't matter. They shoot us as if we are animals. So, I'd like to end this little outburst of emotions with a little something that I wrote while being in Kashmir. I guess all of you know that it's like 105, 106 days of curfew back home. And I spent like 30 days of that curfew there, and I swear to God, all I saw all day, all I heard, all I saw was ambulances all day long. All day long. Just ambulances. Ferrying young kids and protesters with bullet injuries and pellet injuries and whatnot. Alright. They come knocking on my door every night, looking for a rebel in the eyes of my child. They're blind to the innocence, murder all the residents, hiding all the evidence, rising up to prominence, scared of the dissidents. In a sense, their common sense is to brutally suppress all voices or shoot pellets to blind. Automatic weapons at hand can kill anyone, anywhere, anytime. And they're knocking on my door every night, looking for a rebel in the eyes of my child. They're blind to the innocence, to their own wickedness. Control the populace militarily. Let me make it clear. You can't hide, you can't run, they are everywhere, with their hands on their guns, armed convoys on highways, gaspers in the streets, spies all around, listen in your heartbeats. Thank you very much.